And we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's Ultimate Halloween Quiz. Welcome. Tonight is our last quiz for a while. This is the last quiz of our first season here at Quiz Whip. So welcome. Thank you for joining us on this momentous occasion. My name is Josh. I will be your host tonight. This is my last-minute Haberdash fancy dress for you. I am Tiger onesie Josh. Best I could do. I hope you appreciate it. So welcome everybody. Welcome to our Ultimate Halloween Pub Quiz. We have a lot of returning people tonight, which is always lovely. But we do have a lot of people who are joining for the first time, which is just as lovely, to be honest. So welcome. Hello everybody. Let's have a great quiz, a great evening. We're going to start at about 7:45. In the next 10-15 minutes, I will just be explaining the rules on how to play. I'll be explaining, the point system, how you submit questions, all of that kind of stuff. And then we'll kick it off properly at 7:45. So you do have time to grab a drink, go to the loo if you need to, all of that stuff. Hello, Matthew. I see you using the chat. You're already on it. Beautiful. The first thing we'd love for all of you to do is to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Our handle is QuizWhipHQ across everything. So if you could follow us, that would be lovely. And then when season 2 comes along, you will be one of the first people to know. So please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Our handle is QuizWhipHQ. If you are watching this, you've obviously already found a link to the live stream. And if you've bought a ticket, all of the instructions on how to play have been sent to you. But I will be explaining them again shortly. If you haven't bought a ticket and you've just found the live stream and you're just playing along for fun, that's completely fine. You can mark your own answers, all that stuff. You just won't be in with a chance of winning the vouchers and prizes we have tonight. So what I want you to do, how to join the quiz, how to log on, how to submit all of your answers. I want you to go to the quiz portal. You will have been sent a link to the quiz portal. So go to the quiz portal, enter the code for this quiz, which is Spooky. Spooky is the quiz code for tonight. So enter the quiz code Spooky, SPOOKY, then enter your unique player code, and then give me a fun team name. I'm hoping you have some good Halloween-y, horror-y team names, I hope. Bring out your best team names. And then we'll be able to kick things off soon. You can ask any questions in the YouTube live chat. Please be active. Please give me some chat, just so I know that I'm talking to people and hosting a quiz with actual players. But if you do have any technical issues, please message us on Facebook, where we will be able to answer all of your technical questions. If you can't get onto the quiz, if you can't find your quiz code, anything like that, ask us on Facebook, where we will be able to help you one-on-one. Matthew, so there's no option to input the quiz code. That's an interesting bug you might have. Maybe give it a refresh. Double check that you've got the right quiz platform link. We have changed it recently, so you may need to just double check that you've got the right one. But if you're having any issues, message us on Facebook, where we can help you one-on-one. There are 5 questions tonight. 5 questions. That's a new quiz. 5 rounds tonight. We'll kick off with a practice round first of all, but that doesn't count. Then we will have Halloween trivia, spooky movies, urban myths and tales, favorite Halloween characters, and who is this? Picture round, which is a fun round, which I'll explain what that is when we get onto it. How the quiz answering works is I will read the question aloud on the live stream here before it will appear on your screen. You'll have 25 seconds to submit an answer. You can change your answer as many times as you like, but it is your last answer that is the only one that is scored. Spelling is not an issue if you ever need to type. As long as you can understand your answer, you'll still get a scoring point. And the points, you will receive 10 points for every correct answer, but you will receive more bonus points the faster you submit an answer. So don't be spending forever Googling, because you'll miss out on points and you'll lose the question and everything. The faster you submit an answer, the more points you get. The winner of the quiz overall tonight will win a £20 Amazon gift voucher or another alternative gift voucher of the same value. And we have also randomly chosen a position on leaderboard tonight. And if you come in this random position, you will win a £10 voucher too. And that position tonight is 10th place. So it's quite low down than we usually have it. But it is all random. 10th place. If you come 10th place, you will win a nice voucher as well. So maybe if you're not gunning for top place, gunning for 10th place. But that's there just to make sure that everyone's still having fun and everyone's still got a chance of winning something. Some technical things. Once you've joined the quiz, please don't close the browser or leave the quiz in any way, just because you might miss out on some questions when you try to rejoin. Make sure you have a reliable internet connection. Don't play in incognito mode. Don't play in Internet Explorer. And if you're playing on a mobile device, make sure that you keep it awake and you don't let it, fall asleep. And the last thing, technical-wise, if you're playing as a team, I know we always have people who are playing as a team but in separate households. Make sure only one of your people are submitting answers. Make sure only one person is using the quiz code, one person is submitting the answers, because only one player can use your unique player code. That's all the technical things I just have to declare before we kick off. But like I said, if you do have any specific problems during gameplay, you can message us on Facebook, where we can help you one-on-one and get you up and running and sort you out. Let's have a look at some team names, shall we? Oh, we have two teams who have the same name already. We've got two teams who are ghouls, just want to have fun, just typed differently. We have Wankenstein, we have Ghoul Gang, we have Sleep Thief, we have William08, we have I Get Locked Down, but I Get Up Again. We have Dentachi Leisure Industries, Camp Quiz Till Lake. Oh, I like that one. That might be my favourite so far. Hashtag FBN Team Free Will, Frankenweenies, Horror Rock Society, Ghoul Power. I like that one too. Calling All the Monsters, Pennywise's Uncle. We've got some good teams. I'm liking it. I do think my favourite is Camp Crystal Lake so far, but we'll see if anyone else comes back with a better one. Georgie Podgy, you love my costume. Thank you very much. I put a lot of time and energy into grabbing it out of my wardrobe. Roadrunner says hello. Nick says hello. You're real players. Brilliant. I'm loving that you're all using the live chat. It's always great when I can have some response from people. We'll kick things off in about 5-6 minutes. That's how long you have to grab a drink, go to the toilet if you need to, all that good stuff. I am treating myself to a celebratory wine because it is the last quiz of the first season of Quiz Whips quizzes. We will be back. We'll be back soon. But for now, this is the end of the first season of our quizzes. We should be back for season 2 very soon. But it's a celebration. We've come to the end. We've gone through the first lockdown. And I say first because we might have another one. We don't know. We've gone through the whole of the first lockdown. For those of you who have been here from very early on, you've stuck with us. You've come back time and time again to enjoy our quizzes. But for now, Halloween is our finale. But we will be back fairly soon, so do keep an eye out online for when we're coming back. Halloween is one of my favourite holidays. It's one of my favourite. I mean, they call it the gay Christmas. I mean, along with Pride and actual Christmas. But this is a wonderful holiday that I love celebrating. It's a shame that I can't celebrate it as I usually would, with people in fancy dress, all of that good stuff. I can't do that anymore. Can't do that this year anyway. So it's good I'm having some kind of mini celebration with you all and sharing my Halloween love with you all. It's going to be a fun quiz. I've enjoyed very much putting together all of the questions. So hopefully you'll enjoy them. We still have a fair few people yet to join us, so we'll be hanging around just for the next kind of 5-10 minutes. We are due to start at 1:45, so we've still got plenty of time. Ooh, more teams. We've got Williams21. We've got Claire's Gang. Ooh, is this my favourite team name? Maybe. We've got Donald Trumpkin. That might be my favourite. I'm liking it. I am liking it a lot. Still time for you to join us all. Don't worry if you're running a little bit late. We've still got a few minutes for you to grab a drink. The quiz code is SPOOKY, SPOOKY. Go to the quiz portal, enter the quiz code, which is SPOOKY, enter your unique player code, which has been sent to your email address, and then give us a fun team name. I think Donald Trumpkin is my favourite team name. Who is that? I also want to just have a very nice shout out to my 9-week-old niece, who is our youngest quizzer playing tonight, as far as I'm aware. I still haven't met you yet, Summer, but I will very soon when all this madness is over. So yeah, everyone say hello to my newly born 9-week-old niece. She's joining us tonight. Okay, a few more minutes. I'm loving the team names. Donald Trump came out in my favourite, but I do like Camp Quiztal. Like, you're two of the best, I think. Although I do like Ghoul Power as well, and Ghouls just want to have fun. Some great team names anyway. And let me sip. I've done all my spiel, and I can get it all out. I do have wine tonight. I have my celebratory wine. The past few quizzes I've tried to keep off the wine and the beer just because calories and just drinking way too much in lockdown. So I tried to take a bit of a break. Still taking a bit of a leisurely break, not drinking as much, but it's a celebration. Wanted to have some wine. So I do have some 19 Crimes wine, a very good wine if you can find it. Oh, Joanna's daughter playing. She's 3 weeks old as well. Oh, very nice. I'll try and keep it all very family friendly. Georgia, Josh and wine is great. I mean, I'd like to think I'm great all the time, but I think you are probably white. Probably right. The wine is already taking its hold. We'll see how the quiz goes. Okay, look, a few more minutes before we start. I hope everyone's ready. I hope everyone has swatted up on the Halloween trivia. Like I said before, we've got 5 rounds. We have Halloween trivia, which just covers all things Halloween-y, all things spooky, all things phobia-like, all of that good stuff. A bit of a general knowledge round for Halloween. Then we have spooky movies, dedicated round to horror movies. We did have a separate quiz a couple of weeks ago directly for horror movies, so some of you might be returning from that. The third round is urban myths and tales, so all of the spooky tales that you're told every Halloween. Round 4 is favourite Halloween characters, so not specifically related to movies, although there are some movie characters in there, but a little bit broader, which covers the games and just legends and all that kind of stuff. And then the last round is Who Is This? Picture round, which is a nice surprise round, which I'll explain how that works when we get onto it, but it might be my favourite round. So yes, I hope you are all ready. I think we're going to kick things off in a minute. You've got less than 60 seconds to make sure you're ready. Grab a drink, have a loo break very, very quickly if you can. And then we're going to kick the practice round off first of all. And the practice round is just to get you used to how to play. There's no points up for grabs, but it also means you can't lose any points either. And it's just to get you used to how our different question types work, so how our picture questions work, how multiple choice questions work, all of that good stuff. Let's crack on with it, shall we? It's 7:45. If people are running late, they can still join us, but I think we've got most people who have bought a ticket tonight. Let's kick off the practice round, shall we? I hope you are all ready. The first practice question is a picture question, and how the picture questions work is the picture will appear on the live stream here, but it will also appear on your device as well. And your first practice question is, it's dead easy, you don't get any points, but you don't lose any points either. The question is, what is the name of this horror movie character? Is it A, Johnny, B, Larry, C, Terry, or D, Freddy? What is the name of this horror movie character? Is it Johnny, Larry, Terry, or Freddy? A, B, C, or D? Let's see how you all play. I'm hoping you all get this one right. Very famous horror movie character. Is it Johnny, Larry, Terry, or Freddy? And your time is up. The correct answer there, of course, was Freddy. Good old Freddy Krueger. It's a good work if you got that one right. No points given, but no points lost, so don't worry if you didn't quite get it. Next question is even easier, but it is all the practice round, so, don't blame us. In which month is Halloween? Is it A, September, B, October, C, November, or D, December? In which month is Halloween? A, B, C, or D? September, October, November, or December? Dead easy. You don't get any points for this. But, it's a practice question. I'm hoping you all know this. Is it September, October, November, or is it December? In which month would you find Halloween? A, B, C, or D? Your time is up. The correct answer was, of course, B. It's October. It's in a few days' time, this Saturday. I'm very excited to do nothing, but still very exciting anyway. And the last question in the practice round is, What mythical creature was the character of Dracula? What mythical creature was the character of Dracula? What was he? Could have been a bunch of stuff, but what was Dracula? Type me in an answer. What mythical creature was the character of Dracula? We actually don't have any free text questions in the rest of the quiz, so you don't have to worry too much if this one caught you out a little bit. What mythical creature was the character of Dracula? Your time is up. Dracula was a vampire. A few people put bat, which is technically correct, but a bat isn't a mythical creature. But doesn't matter. You didn't lose any points either way. That was the practice round. I hope you all know how to play now. I hope you get the gist. I hope you know how to answer the multiple choice questions specifically, because most of the questions tonight are multiple choice. Let's kick off the first round, shall we? Halloween trivia. All things spooky, ooky dooky, all things Halloweeny. Your question is, your first question, your first chance to get some points. Your question is, on which continent are you most likely to find a vampire bat? Is it A, South America, B, Australia, C, Asia, or D, Africa? On which continent are you most likely to find a vampire bat? Is it South America, Australia, Asia, or Africa? A, B, C, or D? Have a good guess if you don't know. In which continent are you most likely to find a vampire bat? Few seconds. And your time is up. The correct answer there is South America. The native to the Americas, Mexico to Brazil to Chile to Uruguay or Argentina, all of those countries is where you can find a vampire bat. A was the correct answer. Ghoul power was the fastest, so you get the maximum bonus points. But don't worry, if you still got it quite quickly, you will have got some bonus points as well. Next question. In which country would you find the region of Transylvania? Is it A, Estonia, B, Romania, C, Slovenia, or D, Czechia? In which country would you find the region of Transylvania? Where would you find Transylvania? A, B, C, or D? Estonia, Romania, Slovenia, or Czechia? Where would you find it? And your time is up. The correct answer is B, Romania. Oh, that was the first question. We're only 2 questions in where every single person got that one right, so good work. Williams 21 was the fastest team, though. So good work to you. Next question. I don't know if we have any mediums playing tonight, but which of these is not a card in a typical tarot card deck? Is it A, the High Priestess, B, the Emperor, C, the Devil, or D, the Bride? Which of these is not a card in a typical tarot card deck? A, the High Priestess, B, the Emperor, C, the Devil, or D, the Bride? A, B, C, or D? Which one would you not find in a typical tarot card deck? About 10 seconds left to get me an answer in. Got more of a mixed bag this time. This one's thrown some of you. Which of these is not a card in a typical tarot card deck? Your time is up. The correct answer there was D, the Bride. You wouldn't find a bride in a typical tarot card deck, but you would find the High Priestess, the Emperor, and the Devil. Frankenweenies was the fastest team for that question. I don't know if you have some tarot cards and that's how you knew, whether it was just a lucky guess, but good work either way. Next question. How often does a full moon roughly appear? Is it A, once a year, B, once a quarter, C, once a month, or D, once every 10 years? How often does a full moon roughly appear? Once a year, once a quarter, once a month, or once every 10 years? A, B, C, or D? How often does a full moon roughly appear? A, B, C, or D? And your time is up. The correct answer there is C, once a month. You'd find a full moon once a month, roughly. The next full moon will be on Halloween. Doesn't happen on Halloween very often, but this year, 2020, Halloween is a full moon. Just to make 2020 even worse, we've got some extra bad luck with a full moon on Halloween. Williams 21 was the fastest team to get once a month. I don't know if you know your science or whether you just knew your full moon knowledge, but good luck anyway. Most people got the one right, but don't worry if not, you still got a chance to get your points back. Next question. The music video to Michael Jackson's Thriller features Jackson transforming into which creature? Is it A, a witch, B, a ghost, C, a mummy, or D, a werewolf? The music video to Michael Jackson's Thriller features Jackson transforming into which creature? A witch, a ghost, a mummy, or a werewolf? A, B, C, or D? I wish I knew the Thriller dance to do it for you, but I don't. But if you ask me to do the time warp, that's my jam. Your time is up there. The correct answer is D, a werewolf. Yeah, most people got that one right. The fastest team, though, was I Get Locked Down, but I Get Up Again. So good luck to you. I like this mix of fast teams. I like it. He does also transform into a zombie, an undead, but obviously that wasn't an option, so not what we were looking for. Next question, a little bit trickier, but we'll see how many people get it. A mermit is a type of what? A witch, a scarecrow, a bat, or a spider? A mermit is a type of what? A witch, a scarecrow, a bat, or a spider? A, B, C, or D? Is a mermit a witch, a scarecrow, a bat, or a spider? Few seconds left. And your time is up. The correct answer there was B, a scarecrow. There's loads of words for a scarecrow. And a mermit is a type of scarecrow. So good work if you got them right. Not many people did. Ghouls just want to have fun, or at least one of your teams. I don't know who. But ghouls just want to have fun. You got that one right, and you were the fastest. A scarecrow can also be called a gallybagger. Can also be called a bunch of words I don't have in front of me, but I remember gallybagger. It sits in my brain. Let's move on to the next question. And a little bit easier for you TV fans. What is the name of the series of Halloween specials on The Simpsons? Is it A, Treehouse of Terror, B, Treehouse of Fear, C, Treehouse of Horror, or D, Treehouse of Madness? What is the name of the series of Halloween specials on The Simpsons? Is it Treehouse of Terror, Treehouse of Fear, Treehouse of Horror, or Treehouse of Madness? A, B, C, or D? What is the name of the series of Halloween specials? Few seconds left. I'll take this opportunity to pour myself another glass of lovely wine. I had a virtual wine tasting last Thursday. Drank lots of wine. Very nice. Highly recommend you doing a virtual wine tasting if you can. Your time is up there. The correct answer there was C, Treehouse of Horror. Good luck if you got that one right. If you're a Simpsons fan, I'm sure you definitely got that one right. But Ghoul Power was the fastest team to get that one right. That was about half and half, I think, so good work if you got it either way. Next question. What would you be scared of if you had nyctophobia? A, demons, B, darkness, C, vampires, or D, zombies? What would you be scared of if you had nyctophobia? I don't know if we have any nyctophobes who are playing tonight. Just sounds like I won't say. Just sounds like you're a bit of a prejudiced person if you say you're a nyctophobe, but never. No. What would you be scared of if you had nyctophobia? Would you be scared of demons, darkness, vampires, or zombies? A, B, C, or D? Nyctophobia. What would you be scared of? Your time is up. The correct answer is B, darkness. If you're scared of the dark, you are a nyctophobe. Comes from kind of the nict, night, nox, all that kind of Latin language. Wankenstein was the fastest team there, so good work to you. Let's move on to the next question. A bit more of a geography question here, but let's see. Which country is the largest producer of pumpkins? Is it A, Spain, B, United States, C, China, or D, Mexico? Which country is the largest producer of pumpkins? Is it Spain, the US, China, or Mexico? A, B, C, or D? Which country produces the most pumpkins? We've bought some lovely pumpkins this week. I'm ready to carve them soon. I'm sat right next to them in true Halloween fashion. We've got 2 each, me and my boyfriend. We're going to carve 2 each. I don't know what I'm going to carve mine as yet, but that might be on the agenda for tomorrow, maybe. Your time is up. The correct answer there is C, China. China is the largest producer of pumpkins, by a long shot, I think, as well. The US is the largest importer of pumpkins, and I think Spain, did I say, is the largest exporter of pumpkins? I believe. Don't hold me to that. But China is the largest producer. Wankenstein was the fastest team for that question as well, so good work. And next question, and the last question in the first round. In which country would you find the world's largest Halloween parade? Would it be A, United States, B, Russia, C, Spain, or D, the UK? In which country would you find the world's largest Halloween parade? I don't know if you know where Halloween originated from, but it might give you a hint. In which country would you find the world's largest Halloween parade? Got a bit of a cleared throat situation here. In which country would you find the world's largest Halloween parade? A, B, C, or D? And your time is up. The correct answer there is A, the United States. You would find it in Manhattan, New York. So good work if you put the US. Halloween did originate in kind of Ireland and the UK, that area, back with the Celts, and so a lot of the Irish anyway migrated to the US, which took over there. So good work if you got that one right. Williams 21 was the fastest team for that question, though. And that is the end of round 1. Let's have a look at the leaderboard, shall we? For those of you who are returning, you know how this works, but for those of you who are joining us for the first time, how our leaderboard announcements work is at the end of every round, we will be announcing the top 5 for that round only, and it won't be until the very end of the quiz when you know the full leaderboard. So for round 1, it's very, very close, and the top 5 are as follows. In 5th place for that round, we have Calling All the Monsters. In 4th place for that round, we have Ghouls Just Want to Have Fun. In 3rd place for that round, we have Williams 21. In 2nd place for that round, we have Wankenstein. And in 1st place for that round, we have Ghoul Power. So good work. It's all very, very close, though. Especially the top 3, there's 2, 3, 4 points in it. So all still to play for, either way. Let's move on to round 2, shall we? And round 2 is all about spooky movies. Spooky movies is coming up next. I've got a new background for you. Which Ghouls is going to have fun? I wish I could tell you, Georgie, but we've got 2 different teams called Ghouls are going to have fun, just tapped a little bit differently. I wish I could tell you, but maybe it'll just be a nice surprise for you. What? Let's move on to round 2, spooky movies. And your first question is this. In the 1993 film Hocus Pocus, what do the Sanderson sisters sing at the town hall to curse the partygoers? Is it A, the Monster Mash, B, Highway to Hell, C, I Put a Spell on You, or D, Superstition? In the 1993 film Hocus Pocus, what do the Sanderson sisters sing at the town hall? Honestly, I wouldn't mind if Bette Midler sang either of those, but she did sing one of them. And which one was it? Was it Monster Mash? Was it Highway to Hell? Was it I Put a Spell on You? Or was it Superstition? A, B, C, or D? Have a guess if you don't know. A few seconds left. And your time is up. The correct answer there is C. I Put a Spell on You. I put a spell on you. Now you're mine. Oh, Matthew, you had to sing this in a Halloween show for work. What do you do for work that you had to sing I Put a Spell on You for a Halloween show? Because that's a lot of work I want to be in. Williams 21 was the fastest team for that question. Good luck to you. Next question. What was the nickname of the shark prop from the 1975 film Jaws? Is it A, Brian, B, Bill, C, Benny, or D, Bruce? What was the nickname of the shark prop from the film Jaws? So behind the scenes trivia here. What was the name of the shark prop that they used in Jaws? Yeah, it did have a name. Ooh, holiday parks, Matthew. I mean, explains everything, I think, but I'm still very jealous that you do get to sing that at work. I don't think my office would enjoy me singing this over Zoom because no one's in the office. A few seconds left. What was the nickname of the shark prop from the film Jaws? And your time is up. And the correct answer was D, Bruce. Steven Spielberg and the team called the shark prop Bruce, which is also where the shark from Finding Nemo gets his name. But the fastest team for that question was Horror Rock Society. Good work. Next question covers one of my favorite Halloween-y horror films. But what accident does the main character prevent in the 2000 film Final Destination? Is it A, a motorway pileup, B, a roller coaster accident, C, a train derailment, or D, a plane crash? What accident does the main character prevent in the 2000 film Final Destination? I mean, I say I'm jealous of Matthew singing songs at work. And this isn't work, really, but I'm literally sat here in a onesie, drinking wine, hosting a quiz. And I mean, that's good work. I mean, this is living the life a little bit. But what accident does the main character prevent in the 2000 film Final Destination? Few seconds left. A, B, C, or D? And your time is up. The correct answer is D, a plane crash. A plane crash is what it prevents in the first Final Destination film. So most people got that one right, but Ghoul Gang was the fastest. Next question. Which Egyptian mummy is awakened in the 1999 film The Mummy? Is it A, Cleopatra, B, Ramses, C, Imhotep, or D, Nefertiti? Which Egyptian mummy is awakened in the 1999 film The Mummy? Is it Cleopatra, Ramses, Imhotep, or Nefertiti? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Cleopatra, Ramses, Imhotep, or Nefertiti? A, B, C, or D? Dun, 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 dun. Maybe for season 2 I'll bring a theme song while I'm waiting. A, B, C, or D? Dun, 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 dun. Your time is up. The correct answer there was C, Imhotep. Most people got that one right, so good work. But Williams 21 was the fastest. Next question. What is the major weakness of the aliens in the 2002 film Signs? Is it A, salt, B, water, C, blood, or D, electricity? What is a major weakness of the aliens in the film Signs? From good old M. Night Shyamalan. Makes some great films, but also makes some terrible films. But what is the major weakness of the aliens in his film Signs? Is it salt, water, blood, or electricity? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Dun, 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 dun. You see, this happens every time, but the more wine I drink, the more I sing for you. You may complain, you may egg it on. Either way, it's happening. But your time is up. The correct answer was B, water. Water is a major weakness of the aliens in Signs. So good work if you got that one right. Let's move on to the next question. In which fictional town does the 1984 film A Nightmare on Elm Street take place? Is it A, Summerdale, B, Springwood, C, Wintergreen, or D, Autumnville? In which fictional town does A Nightmare on Elm Street take place? Is it Summerdale, Springwood, Wintergreen, or Autumnville? A, B, C, or D? Summerdale, Springwood, Wintergreen, or Autumnville? Oh, I'm loving my background. I wish I could have a pumpkin like this in real life, right with me, but wouldn't have worked. But I'm liking it. I could live here. I just love Halloween so much. It's such a shame I can't really go out and celebrate it as much. Your time is up for that question. The correct answer was B, Springwood. Springwood is where A Nightmare on Elm Street takes place, and Ghoul Gang was the fastest team for that question. Moving on. What is the name of Jack Skellington's dog in the 1993 film A Nightmare Before Christmas? Is it A, Zero, B, Bone, C, Zombie, or D, Hex? What is the name of Jack Skellington's dog in the 1993 film The Nightmare Before Christmas? And it is a Halloween film, before any of you start yapping. It's a Halloween film. The Nightmare Before Christmas. What is the name of Jack Skellington's dog in the film? Is it A, B, C, or D? Zero, Bone, Zombie, or Hex? A, B, C, or D? And your time is up. The correct answer there is A, Zero. Zero is what we were looking for. And Ghoul Power was the fastest team for that question. Next question. The 2000 film Scary Movie mostly parodies which iconic horror movie? Is it A, Scream, B, Halloween, C, It, or D, The Ring? In the 2000 film Scary Movie mostly parodies which iconic horror movie? There's been a few of them. I think there's been 5. We found out 5. But which one does the first Scary Movie mostly parody? Is it Scream, Halloween, It, or The Ring? It's been a while since I've watched a Scary Movie films. Maybe it's time to have a rewatch. And your time is up. The correct answer is A, Scream. Scream is the correct answer. I'm sure the others have been parodied and maybe others, but Scream is what's parodied in the first Scary Movie. And Ghoul Gang was the fastest team for that question. Next question. Which horror movie was originally called The Babysitter Murders? Was it A, A Nightmare on Elm Street, B, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, C, Halloween, or D, Friday the 13th? Which horror movie was originally called The Babysitter Murders? So before it had its name that we know today, it was called The Babysitter Murders, but which film was it? Was it A Nightmare on Elm Street? Was it The Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Was it Halloween? Or was it Friday the 13th? If you've watched all 4, you might be able to have an educated guess, even if you don't know. So we'll see how you all do. A, B, C, or D. Which horror movie was originally called The Babysitter Murders? And your time is up. The correct answer was C, Halloween. Halloween was originally called The Babysitter Murders. Babysitting Murders. Most people got that one right, but Wankenstein was the fastest team. And the last question in this round, I believe, is, in the 1984 film Ghostbusters, what is the name of the equipment used to capture ghosts? Is it A, an ectopack, B, a phasma pack, C, an electro pack, or D, a proton pack? A, B, C, or D. In the film Ghostbusters, what is the name of the equipment used to capture the ghosts? Is it an ectopack, a phasma pack, electropack, or proton pack? A, B, C, or D? What do they use? They've got it on the back and they've got a nice gun to just capture the ghosts. But what's it called? Is it an ectopack, a phasma pack, electropack, or proton pack? A, B, C, or D? Dun, 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 dun. And your time is up. The correct answer there is D, a proton pack. They do drive around in an ectomobile, but that's not what they use to capture the ghosts in a pack. Proton pack is what we were looking for, and Ghoul Power was the fastest team for that question. And that's the end of round 2. Let's have a look at the leaderboard, shall we? See if it's affected anything. And it has. There have been a few changes. In 5th place for that round only. Remember, this is for that round only. In 5th place, we have 2 teams. We have Wankenstein and Camp Crystal Lake. In 4th place for that round, we have Horror Rock Society. In 3rd place, we have Ghoul Power. In 2nd place, we have Williams 21. And in 1st place, we have Ghoul Gang. But do remember, that is for that round only. It won't be until the very end when you know where you've scored. Let's move on to round 3, shall we? We're going to have this round, and then depending on how much time we're on, we will be having a short 5 or 10-minute break, just so you can, rest your fingers, go to the loo if you need it, all that good stuff. Let's move on to round 3. I'm in my trees. It's all spooky. I'm in a forest. Could be, well, the forest has hardwood floors by the looks of it, so I don't know how that works. But let's move on to round 3, urban myths and tales. All of the tales and the spooky stories you've been told as a kid. Let's see how much you've remembered. Your first question in this round is, which of these is not one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse? A, war, B, famine, C, death, or D, destruction? Which of these is not one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse? The 4 horsemen are in a lot of spooky tales. They come from the Bible, I believe. And there's 4 of them. But they do appear in many pop culture, spooky tales, urban myths, all that kind of good stuff. There's 4 of them. Which one of these is not one of the 4? War, famine, death, or destruction? A, B, C, or D? And your time is up. The correct answer is D, destruction. Destruction is not one of the 4 horsemen. The 4th horseman is actually conquest. But yeah, destruction is not one of them. Williams 21. You've got a good start in this round. You've got the fastest. You got the most fastest and the bonuses for that question. Next question. Which other mythical character is Krampus an evil doppelganger of? Is it A, the Tooth Fairy, B, Jack Frost, C, Santa Claus, or D, the Easter Bunny? Which other mythical character is Krampus an evil doppelganger of? Is it the Tooth Fairy, is it Jack Frost, is it Santa Claus, or is it Easter Bunny? A, B, C, or D? Let's pour another wine while you're all answering. A, B, C, or D? Krampus is an evil doppelganger. Of whom? Of which other character? And your time is up. The correct answer is Santa Claus. I believe the legend comes that he comes around at Christmas, and instead of treating kids when they have good behavior, he punishes kids that do bad behavior. Something like that. But yeah, he's Santa Claus-ish. And Ghoul Gang was the fastest team for that question. Next question. What does the name of the mythical creature Chupacabra roughly translate to? Is it A, goat sucker, B, pig biter, C, cow grabber, or D, dog eater? What does the name of the mythical creature Chupacabra roughly translate to? A, B, C, or D? Is it goat sucker, pig biter, cow grabber, or dog eater? What does the name Chupacabra roughly translate to? A, B, C, or D? Goat sucker, pig biter, cow grabber, or dog eater? Your time is up. The correct answer there is A, goat sucker. I tested these questions with my boyfriend earlier and strangely said, yes, I know what chupacabra means just from my knowledge of Spanish. I was like, you know what sucking is in Spanish? And he did know. But it comes from chupa chups. From, if you knew that, you might be able to guess the lollies, all that kind of stuff. But yes, A was the correct answer, and Ghoul Power was the fastest team to get that one right. So good work. Next question. This is an easier one, maybe. Let's see. According to legend, which of these would not help you ward off a vampire? Is it A, garlic, B, wild rose, C, holy water, or D, apple seeds? Which of these would not help you ward off a vampire? Garlic, wild rose, holy water, or apple seeds? A, B, C, or D? Which would not help you ward off a vampire? A, B, C, or D? And your time is up. The correct answer is D, apple seeds. Apple seeds will not help you ward off a vampire. But if you're ever in the situation, garlic, wild rose, holy water. I don't know where you get holy water from, but garlic's pretty easy to get hold of. So you're all right. And Wankenstein was the fastest team to get that one right. Most people got it right, so good luck if you did. Next question. According to legend, what material can be used to defeat werewolves? Is it A, gold, B, iron, C, silver, or D, copper? According to legend, what material can be used to defeat werewolves? Gold, iron, silver, or copper? Which material can be used to defeat werewolves? A, B, C, or D? According to legend, what material can be used to defeat werewolves? And your time is up. The correct answer is C, silver. Silver bullets. That's how you kill a werewolf. Again, if you're ever in the situation and you're in front of a werewolf, grab a silver bullet. But again, not very easy to get hold of, I'm sure. But if you do have them around the house, you know, that's what you use them for. Next question. Pitcher question. This is the next pitcher question, the first non-practice pitcher question of the night. This is a symbol used to represent which urban myth? Is it A, Slenderman, B, Mothman, C, the Babadook, or D, the Jersey Devil? This is a symbol used to represent which urban myth? Is it A, Slenderman, B, Mothman, C, the Babadook, or D, the Jersey Devil? A, B, C, or D? Ooh. Bit of wine went down the wrong alleyway. But this is a symbol used to represent which urban myth? Is it Slenderman, Mothman, the Babadook, or the Jersey Devil? Your time is up. The correct answer is A, the Slenderman. That's his symbol. That's what people use to, I don't know, mark his coming. I don't know. But Ghoul Just Want to Have Fun was the fastest team for that question. Next question. Area 51 can be found in which US state? Is it A, Nevada, B, Arizona, C, New Mexico, or D, Utah? Area 51 can be found in which US state? Obviously, lots of urban myths and tales and memes around Area 51, where I'm sure they keep all the aliens. I'm not a huge conspiracy theorist myself, but I like to think that we've got some aliens holding up in Area 51 somewhere. That'd be just a nice thought. Your time's up. The correct answer is A. Area 51 is in Nevada. So good work if you got that one right. Calling All the Monsters was the fastest team. So, good work to you. Next question, and maybe the last question in the round. I don't know. The modern zombie legend, so coming up from the dead, all that good stuff. The modern zombie legend originates from which country? Is it A, Peru, B, Nepal, C, Latvia, or D, Haiti? The modern zombie legend originates from which country? Peru, Nepal, Latvia, or Haiti? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Peru, Nepal, Latvia, or Haiti? A, B, C, or D? This one is mixed you all up. There's no consensus here. Everyone's guessing one of the four. But your time is up, and the correct answer is D, Haiti. The modern zombie legend comes from Haiti. And Camp Crystal Lake was the fastest team for that question. So good work. But good luck if you get it right either way. I know, it wasn't the last question. Next question. Which devilish figure is meant to haunt the countryside of Leicestershire? Is it A, Black Agnes, B, Black Albert, C, Black Adam, or D, Black Abigail? Which devilish figure is meant to haunt the countryside of Leicestershire? Is it Black Agnes, Black Albert, Black Adam, or Black Abigail? Who haunts Leicester? Who haunts the countryside of Leicestershire? Never been to Leicestershire myself. Don't know what it's like. But now that I know that somewhere haunts it, maybe I'm more inclined to go. Do we have many hauntings in Lancashire, Greater Manchester?
Isn't there something about witches in Pendle?
There's witches everywhere. Yeah, I don't know. But in Leicestershire, we have Black Agnes. That's the correct answer. A, Black Agnes. Good work if you got that one right. And hashtag FBN Team Free Will. You were the fastest for that question. So good work. This is the last question, I believe. The ghost of which historical figure is meant to haunt the Tower of London? Is it A, Jane Austen, B, Margaret Thatcher, C, Florence Nightingale, or D, Anne Boleyn? The ghost of which historical figure is meant to haunt the Tower of London? Who's haunting the good old Tower of London? Is it A, Jane Austen, B, Margaret Thatcher, C, Florence Nightingale, or D, Anne Boleyn? Who haunts the Tower of London? I like the idea of any four of these just wandering around as a ghost in the Tower of London, just giving people a spook. Any of them is good in my eyes. But your time is up. And the correct answer is D, Anne Boleyn. Anne Boleyn is thought to haunt the Tower of London. Personally, I just like the idea of Maggie Thatcher wandering around haunting people. Not that I'm the biggest fan, but I like the idea of her just wandering around. But Ghoul Power was the fastest team for that question, so nice one for you. And that's the end of round three. Round three, Urban Myths and Tales. Urban Myths and Tales, good work. Let's give a look to the top five for that round. This is a very different top five. And it is as follows. In fifth place, we have hashtag FBN Team Free Will. In fourth place, we have Williams21. In third place, we have Ghoul Gang. In second place, we have Frankenweenies. And in first place, for that round only, we have Ghoul Power. But yeah, do remember, all of those top five are for that round only. Okay, we're going to have a very short 5-minute break now, just so you can relax a little bit before we crack on with round 4 and 5. You can have a loo break. You can grab another drink if you need it. All of that good stuff. I'm going to be here to entertain you for the next 5 minutes. But we will come back at 20:32. 5 minutes. Go, go, go. I will be here in the meantime just to entertain you as best I can in my tiger onesie, drinking my red wine. I mean, this is a life, really, isn't it? In a onesie, drinking wine, hosting a pub quiz. Where can you go wrong? I wish there was a there was more stuff going on. I wish I could celebrate a bit more this year, but obviously we cannot. Things are different. And that is okay. I can celebrate with you all on the Wednesday before Halloween. What's everyone doing for Halloween this year? It'd be very interesting to know. Are people still trick-or-treating? Are people having an online party? Depending on where you live, are you having a very small mixed household party? If it's allowed where you are. Yeah, what are you doing this year? Don't really know what our plans are this year. Just watch horror movies, carve some pumpkins. Not sure we can do. We are here in Greater Manchester in good old tier 3. So not much we can do, but you know what? That's fine. It's all for a reason. We think. We hope. So yeah, not much we can do this year, but hopefully next year we'll all bring it back and we'll do something fabulous for Halloween next year. Personally, my dream Halloween costume. I have a few, but I think number one on my dream Halloween costume is Cruella de Vil. If one year I can go to Halloween as Cruella de Vil to a party or to just go out, that's my go-to. That's my dream Halloween. That or Jessica Rabbit. I can't really tell. I mean, but also isn't that just any old gay's dream for Halloween to go to Cruella de Vil or Jessica Rabbit? But one year, fingers crossed. That's what I'll do. But yeah, let me know in the YouTube live chat, please. Have a bit of a chat with me. What are your plans this Halloween, if you're doing anything? Nick says he's planning to stay in this year, but I think I may take up ghoul hunting. You know, there's too many ghouls for your liking. But yeah, ghoul hunting sounds fun, even if you are joking. I love a good ghost walk. I love a good ghost hunt. I wish I could get Isaac Fielding here just to show me around Manchester. Last year, I actually found myself on a very impromptu ghost pub crawl where we'd gone to a pub after work, and there was loads of other people who were on a Manchester ghost pub crawl across pubs in Manchester that are supposedly haunted. So we kind of tugged along a little bit for that. That was fun. But, Georgie says we wanted to do a family descendants costume. That'd be fun, but Corona ruined it. So you're doing a Halloween disco on Saturday, and you make Halloween disco. That still sounds great. Shall we have a Halloween disco?
Yes.
Just the two of us, in the flat. That'd be fun. I think we're gonna carve our pumpkins tomorrow. Tomorrow, and then we've got them for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and probably Sunday before they start to rot. And we'll just watch some horror movies all week. We watched Parasite yesterday, thinking it might be a horror movie. Wasn't quite, but it was still a lot of fun, and it was still thriller-ish. But yeah, we're trying to watch, or at least I'm trying to watch horror movies in the road to Halloween. My boyfriend is not a horror movie fan. He doesn't like them. He always leaves the room. So I've still got a few left on my list to take off before we get to Saturday. So we'll see how many we get through in the next few days. But that's just the plan. We can't really do much else. Just stay in, watch some horror movies, carve some pumpkins. I might try and find some Halloween-y themed cocktails and see if I can find some fun ones there. But that's all we can really do. That and host a fun Halloween quiz for you all. So, and Georgie says we've done the Cheshire Cat, Lumos, Mike Wazowski, and Pikachu pumpkins already this year. That's so many. Or is that just your years rolling up to this year? I don't really know what I want to do this year. I feel like I've got two to play with. So one of them might be a general spooky face. And one of them might be, I'm thinking this year I've really become obsessed with the game Dead by Daylight. It's like a horror movie game you play online with other people. It's a lot of fun. You get to either kill people or you either get to run away from being killed. It's a lot of fun. So I'm thinking I might just do a themed one around that. So we'll see. But maybe, I don't know. I'm still undecided. I need to get a Pinterest of Halloween pumpkin boards. We'll see. You did them on Saturday. See, we should have got them earlier. We had a big debate about when we should buy the pumpkin because we were scared they were going to go early. Because last year, I got my finger out because last year, I mean, it was our own fault. On Halloween, that's when we decided to get a pumpkin. And we went around 5 different shops. And nobody had pumpkins. Because it was Halloween, who would have pumpkins? So yeah, this year we were arguing about when we weren't arguing, we were just figuring out when we should go to get pumpkins this year. When was too early, when was too late. So yeah, I mean, it was our own mistake, really. But what we were most angry about is on Halloween, we couldn't find pumpkins. But it was the fact that we were going on Halloween and they'd already replaced all the Halloween stuff with Christmas stuff. That was the most terrifying thing. But it's okay, we've got pumpkins, we're ready to carve them. We're excited. Okie doke. So we're on 2033. Let's kick off with round 4 and round 5. I hope everyone's ready. Let me know in the YouTube live chat. Are you ready? I'm not going to kick off until someone says that they're ready. Are you ready? The next round is favorite Halloween characters. It's very similar to some of the other rounds, but these are more dedicated to your characters. I'm in a graveyard now. How often do you see a tiger in a graveyard? Who knows? It's Halloween. Let's kick off, shall we? Round 4. Favorite Halloween characters. So these might be characters you might dress up as fancy dress for Halloween. They may be from horror movies, they might be from games, might be just from legends. Who knows? Let's see. Your first question. Selina Kyle is the name of which comic book villain? Is it A, Harley Quinn? Is it B, Mystique? Is it C, Catwoman? Or is it D, the Enchantress? Selina Kyle is the name of which comic book villain? Harley Quinn, Mystique, Catwoman, or Enchantress? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Selina Kyle is the name of which comic book villain? Harley Quinn, Mystique, Catwoman, or the Enchantress? And your time is up. The correct answer there is C, Catwoman. Selina Kyle is Catwoman. Most people got the one right. Some people guessing Harley Quinn. But Ghoul Power was the fastest team there, so good work. Next question. What is the name of the family butler from the Addams Family franchise? Is it A, Screech? Is it B, Mulch? Is it C, Creep? Or is it D, Lurch? What is the name of the family butler from the Addams Family franchise? Is it A, Screech? Is it B, Mulch? Is it C, Creep? Or is it D, Lurch? What is the name of the family butler from the Addams Family franchise? Screech, Mulch, Creep, or Lurch? A, B, C, or D? Don't know if I would have gotten this right myself. Don't really know much about the Addams Family, but your time is up, and the correct answer was D, Lurch. Lurch is the correct answer, and Ghoul Gang was the fastest team for that question. Next question. What is Michael Myers referred to in the closing credits of the 1978 film Halloween? Is it A, the Shape, B, the Nightmare, C, the Monster, or D, the Beast? What is Michael Myers referred to in the closing credits of the film Halloween? He's not referred to as Mike Myers in the credits. He's referred to something else. But what is he referred to? Is he referred to as the Shape, the Nightmare, the Monster, or the Beast? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D, the Shape, the Nightmare, the Monster, or the Beast? Your time is up, and the correct answer is A, the Shape. Michael Myers is referred to as the Shape in the credits, and Calling All the Monsters was the fastest team, so good work. Next question. What is the nickname of the killer in the Saw movie franchise? Is it A, Jenga? B. Cluedo, C. Crossword, or D. Jigsaw? What is the nickname of the killer in the Saw movie franchise? Is it Jenga, Cluedo, Crossword, or Jigsaw? A, B, C, or D? I just like the idea of a killer being called any of those four. Is it A, Jenga, B, Cluedo, C, Crossword, or D, Jigsaw? A, B, C, or D? Your time is up. You all got it, I think. The correct answer is D, Jigsaw. But personally, I like the idea of a serial killer nicknaming themselves Jenga. I think that's a horror movie ready to be made. I'll write it myself. I like it. I get locked down, but I get up again. What's the fastest team to get Jigsaw? So good work to you. Next question. What is the name of the slasher killer in the 1996 film Scream? Is it A, Demon Face, B, Beast Face, C, Ghost Face, or D, Spirit Face? What is the name of the slasher killer in the film Scream? The Demon Face, Beast Face, Ghost Face, or Spirit Face? It sparks many a Halloween costume. But what is the name of the slasher killer in the film Scream? The Demon Face, Beast Face, Ghost Face, or Spirit Face? A, B, C, or D? And your time is up. The correct answer there is C, Ghost Face. I think most of you got that one right. Ghost Face is what we were looking for. And Calling All the Monsters was the fastest team again. Next question. What is Shaun's occupation in the 2004 film Shaun of the Dead? What is Shaun's occupation? Is it A, an accountant, B, a lawyer, C, a salesman, or D, a mailman? What is Shaun's occupation in the film Shaun of the Dead? Is it an accountant? Is it a lawyer? Is it a salesman? Or is it a mailman? Great film. Been ages since I've watched it. Need to get that on my list again to watch. What is Shaun's occupation in the film Shaun of the Dead? Is it accountant, lawyer, salesman, or mailman? And your time is up. The correct answer is C, salesman. He's an electronic salesman. He's got red on him. So yeah, C was the correct answer. And Williams, 21. You were the fastest team there. Most of you got that one right. So good work. Let's move on to the next question. In The Simpsons, Kang is accompanied by which other alien character? Is it A, Kong, B, Kodos, C, Kablam, or D, Kimmy? In The Simpsons, Kang is accompanied by which other alien character? Kong, Kodos, Kablam, or Kimmy? A, B, C, or D? We have done a The Simpsons quiz before. I don't know how many of you joined that one. But let's see how many of you got it right. Anyway, Kang and Kong, Kodos, Kablam, or Kimmy? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? And your time is up. The correct answer is Kodos, Kang and Kodos. That's what we were looking for. And Williams, 21. You were the fastest team for that question. Moving on. The Demogorgon is a supernatural monster from which horror series? Is it A, Stranger Things, B, The Walking Dead, C, American Horror Story, or D, The X-Files? The Demogorgon is a supernatural monster from which horror series? Stranger Things, The Walking Dead, American Horror Story, or The X-Files? A, B, C, or D? The Demogorgon is a supernatural monster from which horror series? Stranger Things, Walking Dead, American Horror Story, or The X-Files? A, B, C, or D? And your time is up. The correct answer is A, Stranger Things. That's how you'd find the Demogorgon. And Ghoul Power, you were the fastest there. The Demogorgon, originally from Dungeons and Dragons, but they named him after that Dungeons and Dragons character in Stranger Things, and that turned out to be his eventual name. Next question, an easy one for you, I think. What type of ghost was Casper in the 1995 film Casper? Was he A, the friendly ghost, B, the happy ghost, C, the playful ghost, or D, the dopey ghost? What type of ghost was Casper in the film Casper? Was he the friendly ghost, the happy ghost, the playful ghost, or the dopey ghost? A, B, C, or D? Casper, what was he? Was he the friendly ghost, the happy ghost, the playful ghost, or the dopey ghost? A, B, C, or D? Few seconds left. I think you've all got it though. And your time is up. The correct answer was, of course, A, Casper, the friendly ghost. But Williams 21, you were the fastest, so good luck to you. Next question, and I think the last question in this round. Van Helsing is the rival enemy of which fictional character? Is it A, Frankenstein, B, Dracula, C, Hannibal, or D, Godzilla? Van Helsing is a rival enemy of which fictional character? Frankenstein, Dracula, Hannibal, or Godzilla? A, B, C, or D. Frankenstein, Dracula, Hannibal, or Godzilla? He's got films named after him. He's in books. He's everywhere, Van Helsing. But he was typically the rival enemy of which fictional character? A, B, C, or D? And your time is up. And the correct answer there was B, Dracula. Good work if you got it. Ghoul Gang, you were the fastest. And that was the end of round 4. Only one round left. But before we go into that, let's give you a top 5 for that round only. Remember, this round only. In 5th place, round 4, favourite Halloween characters, we have Pennywise's uncle. In joint 4th place, we have Horror Rock Society and Camp Crystal Lake. In 3rd place, we have Frankenstein. In 2nd place, we have Ghoul Gang and Williams 21. And in 1st place, for that round only, we have Ghoul Power. Very interesting. Makes the full leaderboard. Who knows? I think every single round we've had a different leaderboard running. Let's go on to the last round, shall we? The last round is Who Is This? Picture round. It's a fun round, I promise you. How this round works is I am going to give you a picture of a celebrity, and that celebrity is going to be in Halloween costume, fancy dress. And all you have to do is tell me which celebrity it is. So the Halloween is going to be dressed up. You might not know who they are. You might not be able to see through their fancy dress. You will have multiple choice questions to help you. But let's see how you do. I'm going to show you a celebrity. They're going to be in fancy dress for Halloween. And you have to tell me who they are. So let's move on very quickly to the first question in round 5. Question number 1. Which celebrity is here dressed as Barbie for Halloween? Which celebrity is here dressed as Barbie for Halloween? Is it A, Janet Jackson, B, Alicia Keys, C, Beyonce, or D, Kelly Rowland? Which celebrity is here dressed as Barbie for Halloween? Is it Janet Jackson? Is it Alicia Keys? Is it Beyonce? Or is it Kelly Rowland? Who is Barbie? Who's dressing as Barbie for Halloween? Who is it? And your time is up. The correct answer is C. That is Beyonce. Beyonce dressed up as Black Barbie for Halloween. Ooh, less people got that than I thought. No offense. But yeah, good work to you if you did get it right. Ghoul Power was the fastest. So you got the max bonus points. Next question. Who is here dressed as Poison Ivy for Halloween? Which celebrity is here dressed as Poison Ivy for Halloween? Is it A, Naomi Campbell, B, Chrissy Teigen, C, Gigi Hadid, or D, Kim Kardashian? Who is it? A, B, C, or D? Who is dressed as Poison Ivy here for Halloween? Is it Naomi Campbell, Chrissy Teigen, Gigi Hadid, or Kim Kardashian? Who is here dressed as Poison Ivy for Halloween? Another great Halloween costume that I would like to do someday. Full drag, full Poison Ivy. Would be great. Your time is up though. The correct answer there was D, Kim Kardashian. So good work if you got that one right. Calling All the Monsters was the fastest team. Next question. Which celebrity is here dressed up as a cat for Halloween? Which celebrity is here dressed up as a cat for Halloween? Is it A, Tang France, B, Bobby Burke, C, Jonathan Van Ness, or D, Anthony Porowski? Which celebrity is here dressed up as a cat for Halloween? Is it Tang France, Bobby Burke, Jonathan Van Ness, or Anthony Porowski? Who is it? Have a guess if you don't know. Who is it? Tang France, Bobby Burke, Jonathan Van Ness, or Anthony Porowski? Your time is up. And the correct answer is JVN. It's Jonathan Van Ness. Good work. Ghoul Gang was the fastest team. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? This might be my favourite of the quiz. Definitely this round. Which celebrity is here dressed up as Hillary Clinton? Which celebrity is here dressed up as Hillary Clinton for Halloween? Is it A, Heidi Klum, B, Ellen DeGeneres, C, Katy Perry, or D, Colton Haynes? Who is Hillary Clinton here? A, B, C, or D? Is it Heidi Klum, Ellen DeGeneres, Katy Perry, or Colton Haynes? All four of them arguably well known for their Halloween costumes, so which one is it? And your time is up. The correct answer there was Katy Perry. This is Katy Perry dressed as Hillary Clinton. And Ghoul Power, you were the fastest. I'm one of the few who got it right, actually, so good work. Anyway, if you did get it right, you got loads of bonus points. Let's move on to the next question. Bit easier, I think, but let's see. Which celebrity is here dressed as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle for Halloween? Which celebrity is here? Is it A, Nicole Scherzinger, B, Rihanna, C, Mary J. Blige, or D, Toni Braxton? A, B, C, or D? Nicole Scherzinger, Rihanna, Mary J. Blige, or Toni Braxton? Who is it? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. A, B, C, or D? Who is it? And your time is up. The correct answer is B, Rihanna. This is Rihanna. I think most people got that one right. And I get locked down bragging up again. You were the fastest. Moving on. Like I said before, my favourite Halloween costume, but who is this? Who is here dressed as Cruella de Vil for Halloween? Who is this? Who is it? Is it A, Nicki Minaj? Is it B, Lil Kim? Is it C, Queen Latifah? Or is it D, Cardi B? Who is this? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Nicki Minaj, Lil Kim, Queen Latifah, or Cardi B? A, B, C, or D? And your time is up. I wish I could dress like this. This is my goal. This is my Halloween fantasy dress goal, to dress as Cruella de Vil. But this is D, Cardi B. Cardi B, this is who this is. And Williams21, you were the fastest to get it right, so good work. Let's move on. We've only got a few left. This is your last chance to grab as many points as possible. You've got 4 questions left. Who is this? Who is here dressed as Post Malone for Halloween? Who is it? Is it A, Adele? Is it B, Lily Allen? Is it C, Rita Ora? Or is it D, Paloma Faith? A, B, C, or D? Adele, Lily Allen, Rita Ora, or Paloma Faith? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Dun, 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 dun. A, B, C, or D? Adele, Lily Allen, Rita Ora, or Paloma Faith? Your time is up. The correct answer is C, Rita Ora. Rita Ora is who this is as Post Malone. Ghoul Power, you were the fastest, so good luck to you. The next one is easier. It's not really a fancy dress, it's just a man wearing some glasses and a costume. But which celebrity is here dressed as Elton John for Halloween? Who's this chappie? Who is he? Is it A, Louis Tomlinson? Is it B, Liam Payne? Is it C, Zayn Malik? Or is it D, Harry Styles? A, B, C, or D? Louis Tomlinson, Liam Payne, Zayn Malik, or Harry Styles? A, B, C, or D? Who is it? Few seconds left. Most people have it. And your time is up. The correct answer is D, Harry Styles. And I got locked down, brag it up again. You were the fastest. 2 questions left. Which celebrity is here dressed as a rock star for Halloween? Who is this? Is it A, Mariah Carey, B, Britney Spears, C, Kelly Clarkson, or D, Christina Aguilera? A, B, C, or D? Who is it? Is it Mariah Carey, Britney Spears, Kelly Clarkson, or Christina Aguilera? A, B, C, or D? Who is it? Bit of a boring fancy dress, if you ask me. You could do, you could splash out a little bit, but no. We went for a rock star. But who is it? Is it Mariah Carey, Britney Spears, Kelly Clarkson, or Christina Aguilera? Your time is up, and the correct answer is A, Mariah Carey. It's a good word. If you got Mariah Carey, Ghoul Gang, you were the fastest team, but everyone got that right, so good luck if you did. You got some bonus points here, there, and everywhere anyway. And the last question of the night, and this is the last question of season 1 of our Quiz Whip quizzes. The last chance to get as many points as you can. Which celebrity is here dressed as Marie Antoinette for Halloween? Is it A, Barbara Streisand, B, Patti LuPone, C, Bernadette Peters, or D, Bette Midler? A, B, C, or D? Is it Barbara Streisand, Patti LuPone, Bernadette Peters, or Bette Midler? A, B, C, or D? Who is it? A, B, C, or D? You can change your answer if you want to. But it is your last answer. That is your only one. That is scored. And your time is up. And that's it. That's the answers done. The correct answer for that question was D, Bette Midler. Most people got that one right. And I get locked down, brag it up again. You stole the fastest answer bonus again for that question. That is the end of the quiz. I hope you all enjoyed it. But before we wrap up, let's give you the leaderboards, shall we? Let's give you the leaderboard for that round only, for the picture round, for the Who Is This round. The top 5 for that round only is as follows. In 5th place, we have a Get Locked Down, Brag It Up again. In 4th place, we have Wankenstein. In 3rd place, we have Calling All the Monsters. In 2nd place, we have Ghouls Just Want to Have Fun. And in 1st place, we have Ghoul Power for that round only. Remember, for that round only. Before we get on to the last leaderboard of the season 1 of Quiz It Quizzes, I'm going to have another shameless plug. I want to remind you all to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Our handle is QuizWhipHQ. That is the only way that you will probably be aware of when season 2 is coming back. So give us a follow. Make sure you're up to grabs with when season 2 is coming. And I also just want to give a shameless plug for, my own Instagram, my own Twitter. If you do want to follow me personally as a host, you can do. My handle is JMHMKTG. Bit of a mouthful. Yeah, JMHMKTG. If you do fancy giving me a follow, you can do whilst we're on our season hiatus. So let's give you a full leaderboard for the night. It won't be a full leaderboard. It will just be a top 10, just because we have many teams playing. But if you're not in the top 10 and you do want to know where you landed, just give us a message afterwards with your unique player code, and we'll be able to tell you where you landed. But for now, let's give you the top 10 for tonight's Ultimate Halloween Pub Quiz. And like I said before, the last quiz in season 1 of our quizzes. In 10th place with 485 points, we have a Get Locked Down Blacked Up again. And you are the random leaderboard position winner tonight. We will be in touch with you after the quiz to sort out your prize. So congratulations to you. You won a random leaderboard position prize tonight. In 9th place with 491 points, we have Camp Crystal Lake. In 8th place with 499 points, we have Calling All the Monsters. In 7th place with 504 points, we have Horror Rock Society. In 6th place with 523 points, we have Frankenweenies. In 5th place with 541 points, we have Ghouls Just Wanna Have Fun. In 4th place with 581 points, we have Wankenstein. In 3rd place with 600 points, we have Ghoul Gang. And now we have a top 2. In 2nd place with 623 points, we have Williams 21, which means in 1st place with 684 points, we have Ghoul Power. Great name. I enjoy saying it. Ghoul Power, congratulations to you. You won our Ultimate Halloween Pub Quiz. We will be in touch with you after the quiz within the next 24 hours to start out your prize. You have won a nice £20 Amazon voucher or another voucher of your choosing. So congratulations to you. That's it, guys. That is a wrap on our first season of Quizzes. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for celebrating this last send-off quiz with us. We hope you enjoyed it. I hope we entertained you on this dark Wednesday night. Hopefully, we will see you again soon. Make sure to follow us. Make sure you subscribe to our email newsletter. You can do it at quizlip.co.uk. Go to the website, sign up there, and you'll be able to be kept up to date with our next season when that comes out soon. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully we will see you again very soon. Have a great night and have a great Halloween. Goodbye.